Massimiliano Allegri has spoken about Dusan Vlahovic amid reports of a possible move to Chelsea. Despite being heavily linked with a move to West London, the Juventus boss turned to the Serbian during a preseason friendly against Real Madrid in Orlando on Thursday night. Vlahovic came on with just under 15 minutes to play, and Allegri was quizzed about the number 9 in his post-match interview. Speaking to La Gazzetta dello Sport, as quoted by the Evening Standard, Allegri said, "I'm very happy for him. Before the match we decided together that he would come off the bench and play for 15 minutes. Dusan wasn't very convinced, however it was useful. Vlahovic played well. Aside from the goal, he played well technically and helped the team." Dusan Vlahovic would prefer to stay with Juventus rather than join Chelsea this summer. According to reports, the 23-year-old forward is the subject of interest from the Blues, who are willing to offer out-of-favor striker Romelu Lukaku plus up to £38.5 million to secure the Juventus star. Chelsea have reopened talks with Juventus over the sale of Lukaku, just 2 years after he returned to the club for a then-club record £97.5 million fee. Chelsea may have to pay Brighton's asking price if they want to sign Moises Caicedo this summer, but there is a crucial decision to make first before accepting Brighton's demands. Bids have been lodged from Stamford Bridge thus far, with Brighton rejecting all of them and continuing to insist that they will only accept package deals worth £100 million. Declan Rice's triple-figure transfer from West Ham to Arsenal certainly didn't help matters, while Chelsea doing the same for Enzo Fernandez earlier in the year set the precedent. Football.London understands Caicedo and the Blues have reached an agreement on personal terms, but the problems arise when attempting to agree an appropriate fee with the Seagulls. A meeting with Caicedo's entourage and Brighton's hierarchy took place towards the latter end of the club's USA preseason tour. However, no significant progress was made on a potential transfer, with Brighton refusing to budge on their £100 million stance. The transfer saga then appeared to take a major twist, with The Athletic reporting an unidentified club lodged an offer for Caicedo earlier this week. Varying speculation has seen Premier League clubs named as the unknown bidder, while a Saudi Arabian side have also been suggested. However, it looks unlikely to affect Chelsea. Chelsea PSG's Paredes as Caicedo deal drags on by Daniel Okiai. For August 2023, Chelsea are interested in Paris Saint-Germain midfielder Leandro Paredes as an alternative to Moises Caicedo, according to Standard Sport. The Blues are in the market for a defensive midfielder and have Caicedo as their first-choice target. However, they are struggling to pry him away from Brighton and Hove Albion, who want £100 million for the Ecuador international. The two clubs have been negotiating for weeks, but Chelsea have become frustrated with Brighton's unwillingness to sell the midfielder. Chelsea manager Mauricio Pochettino has Caicedo as his priority target, but understands a deal may not materialize, and Paredes is an alternative option. Pochettino worked with Paredes at PSG and would not mind adding his countryman to his squad. Paredes spent last season on loan at Juventus and struggled to make an impact for the Bianconeri. He made 25 Serie A appearances but only started 8 games. He made another 4 appearances in the Champions League. A sensational story on Wednesday claims that Kylian Mbappe has given the green light to join Chelsea on a 1-year deal. The rather improbable move is reported by Sport, who claim that Mbappe is happy to join Chelsea but only for 1 year. Mbappe has agreed to join Real Madrid on a free transfer in 2024, so would be content to play for another club until then after being frozen out of the PSG squad. But Sport adds that Chelsea are unlikely to accept signing Mbappe for just 1 year, and neither will PSG. Duncan Castles reported last weekend that Chelsea owner Todd Boehly had opened shock talks to sign Mbappe. Castles claimed that Boehly has held direct negotiations over the deal with PSG president Nasser Al-Khelaifi. The journalist reported that Chelsea are offering a cash-plus player deal to PSG, although it is not clear who the players in the exchange would be. It is widely accepted that Mbappe already has a deal in place to join Real Madrid on a free transfer when his PSG contract expires in June 2024. Only last week he refused to negotiate terms with Al Hilal, who had a €300 million offer accepted by PSG. Chelsea's squad is far from complete even as they are just over 1 week out from the Premier League opener against Liverpool at Stamford Bridge. Having put their efforts towards a much-needed clear-out, Mauricio Pochettino is still in a position whereby his options are too many and not enough in quality. The young group he took to America has performed largely above expectations and provided a refreshing sight for those that had to endure and watch Thomas Tuchel's stalled and lethargic efforts with an aging bunch 12 months ago. However, when it comes to Premier League-ready players, there are still lots of exceptions. Chelsea are searching for midfielders far and wide but have so far been unable to secure someone of their liking. The striker role, whilst partially solved by the impact of Nicholas Jackson, is not set in stone or totally certain, and Christopher Nkunku's injury scare exposes worries that go beneath the surface. It is for this reason that Pochettino is reportedly set to voice his frustrations to the Chelsea board as they plan upcoming negotiations as a transfer for Juventus striker Dusan Vlahovic is discussed. Fabrizio Romano says that the review between the Blues board, decision-makers, and Pochettino will allow the coach a chance to address the lack of action in needed areas of the squad. Chelsea owner Todd Boehly has tightened the purse strings as he continues to haggle over their next transfer deal. Chelsea are refusing to budge from their valuation over the potential signing of Montpellier starlet Eli Wahi as Todd Boehly takes a rare hardline approach to transfer negotiations. The free-spending American billionaire is taking a different approach to negotiations for the striker, who has been tipped to join RC Strasbourg on loan if he makes the move from League One, but Boehly is holding firm on the price he is prepared to pay to clinch his signature. The 20-year-old has emerged as one of France's top talents and scored 19 goals in the top flight last season, including 4 in a 5-4 defeat to Lyon, attracting interest from Arsenal, Tottenham, and Crystal Palace. Chelsea are best placed to pursue a deal as they are in discussions with Montpellier to finalize a fee for Wahi after seeing an initial £21 million offer knocked back. The report claims that Chelsea are blocking their offer of £23.7 million, €27.5 million, which is £2.1 million short of Montpellier's £25.8 million, €30 million, asking price. In realistic terms, it is not a massive gulf between the two clubs, but Boehly is so far refusing to make up the difference. That will cause some frustration for Montpellier, who are eager to find a replacement for Wahi as soon as possible.